Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Robyn Brown, often dubbed the most controversial and divisive figure in the Brown family saga, has reportedly filed a jaw-dropping $3.5 million lawsuit against TLC, the very network that gave her and her family fame, fortune, and years of national exposure. This shocking turn of events has sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fandom and beyond. The lawsuit, which, according to insiders, contains allegations of defamation, emotional distress, and breach of contract, has not only shocked the other members of the Brown family, but also sparked one of the harshest judicial takedowns that reality television has ever seen. The drama in the courtroom is resembling an explosive episode of Sister Wives, complete with tearful testimony, pointing fingers, and, in the end, a judge whose sharp response reportedly caused Robyn to collapse outside the courtroom, emotionally shattered, and her public image more fragile than ever. After what many have dubbed the Brown family's gradual demise over the past few years, the story begins. As fans know, Robyn has become a lightning rod for controversy since her arrival on the show. Introduced as the fourth and final wife of Kody Brown, she was initially presented as the fresh new addition to the family's plural dynamic. But it didn't take long for viewers to see through the narrative. As time went on, Robyn came to be seen as Kody's favorite, the wife whose tears had a disproportionate impact on his choices and whose needs always seemed to come first. This favoritism didn't just fracture the family, it also destroyed the fanbase's perception of Robyn. With Christine, Janelle, and eventually Mary all leaving Kody in rapid succession, viewers placed the blame squarely on what they called the Robyn effect. The allegations that Robyn manipulated Kody, alienated the other wives, and used the show as a platform to improve her image while simultaneously orchestrating the show's production went viral on social media. Ratings fell. Robyn's online reputation began to deteriorate. Fans begged TLC to shift the focus away from her and Kody, claiming their dynamic was exhausting, repetitive, and out of touch. Robyn's $3.5 million lawsuit, according to her legal filing, was centered on all of this. In the legal documents, Robyn alleges that TLC intentionally edited footage to portray her as manipulative, dishonest, emotionally unstable, and unlikable, creating a false narrative that turned public opinion against her and made her a target of online abuse. She asserts that the network failed in its duty to safeguard her mental health and image by citing episodes in which she was shown in emotionally vulnerable states or crying uncontrollably without proper context. She even accuses producers of staging certain moments to make her look worse than she really was. According to the lawsuit, her emotional distress, public humiliation, and loss of potential brand opportunities like business ventures and endorsements were directly caused by this manipulation. However, it did not end there. Robyn also accused TLC of breaching her contract by allegedly withholding promised creative control over her portrayal and failing to intervene when other cast members, namely Christine and Mary, attacked her character during confessionals and interviews. She claims that producers never challenged or removed these comments from air, resulting in additional public outrage and emotional harm. In short, Robyn claimed she was fed to the wolves for ratings, exploited by a network that had long stopped caring about her well-being. As the court date approached, TLC lawyers remained tight-lipped. However, the network was preparing for war behind the scenes. TLC filed a brutal counterresponse, according to leaked court documents and legal sources close to the case. They argued that when Robyn joined the show, she voluntarily gave up control over how she was portrayed, and that every moment that was shown was legally cleared, consented to, and edited in accordance with industry standards. More shockingly, they introduced clips and emails that allegedly showed Robyn asking producers for more airtime and even suggesting scenes that would enhance her on-camera presence. TLC's legal team leaked email exchanges in which Robyn reportedly asked for more intimate confessionals with Kody to showcase their connection after Christine left, which they claim refutes her claim that she was exploited or misrepresented. This revelation came in a shocking moment. The court finally met, and there was much anticipation. Some Robyn-supporting supporters held signs outside the courthouse, while many others made fun of the lawsuit with slogans like $3.5 million for tears, as well as "See yourself, Robyn." Inside, the courtroom was packed, and a takedown that will live in history followed. After several hours of arguments, testimonies, and video exhibits, the presiding judge didn't hold back. The judge shockingly dismissed Robyn's entire lawsuit, describing it as frivolous, self-serving, and a clear attempt to deflect accountability. The judge said in his official statement, "It is evident that Ms. Brown entered the reality television industry fully aware of the repercussions. It is not only hypocritical but also legally baseless to assert emotional damages while making substantial profits from the very portrayal that she is now criticizing. Revisionist history will not be rewarded by the court." However, he did not stop there. In what observers are calling the most brutal part of the ruling, the judge criticized Robyn's character and motives, suggesting that her lawsuit was less about justice and more about repairing a damaged public image. He inquired as to why Robyn waited until the majority of her co-wives had left the show before filing the lawsuit, and he also inquired as to why the lawsuit was filed after her public favor had drastically declined. Ms. Brown's grievances appear to be driven not by defamation, but by dissatisfaction with her own choices and the natural consequences of those choices playing out on screen, the judge continued. This court cannot grant legal relief for regrets. Robyn reportedly buried her face in her hands and wept as the judge delivered the verdict, according to multiple eyewitnesses. She had entered the courtroom hoping for validation, compensation, and perhaps even a rebirth of public sympathy. Instead, she was met with humiliation, rejection, and a national audience watching her stumble on the very stage she once controlled. She is said to have collapsed into Cody's arms outside the courthouse, clearly shaken and unable to speak. Cody, typically bold in his defense of Robyn, looked equally defeated and declined to give any statement to the press. This disaster in the courtroom has had huge ripple effects. TLC, for its part, is reportedly reconsidering its future with Cody and Robyn altogether. Executives are allegedly furious that one of their stars tried to sue the network that made her famous, and internal sources say that trust has been permanently broken. The show's cancellation or radical remaking have been brought up again. Cody and Robyn may even be quietly phased out while a spin-off focusing on Christine, Janelle, and Mary, the women who left, could be fast-tracked. Fans online are reacting with a mix of glee and disbelief. Reddit threads are flooded with users praising the judge's takedown, calling it karma in a robe, and the most satisfying end to Robyn's reign. Podcasters and commentators on YouTube are deconstructing each and every scene, replaying statements and courtroom sketches, and celebrating what they perceive to be the end of an era, the demise of Robyn Brown as the focal point of Sister Wives. Even some members of the Brown family have posted cryptic messages, despite generally remaining silent. Christine shared a photo of herself smiling with the caption, "Sunlight always finds its way through," while Mary posted, "I don't wish anyone pain, but I'm not here to carry it for them either." Fans interpreted these as subtle digs at Robyn's courtroom drama. Robyn is said to have remained silent following the incident. There has been no activity on her social media accounts. No interviews, no video statements, just silence. Some insiders say she is devastated, while others claim she's plotting her next move, possibly a tell-all book or exclusive interview to reclaim her narrative. But given how the courtroom showdown played out, it's unclear whether the public is willing to listen.